Hello, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started shortly.
Welcome.
Hey, Rick.
Welcome. Hey, Dean, what's going on, baby?
Good. How are you? Welcome. We'll get started shortly.
What's with those yens, huh?
Hey, Mary. Welcome, Mary. Yeah, the yen pairs are moving.
Yeah, I did a little something.
Guys, we'll get started shortly.
Hi, David.
Hello, Mary. Welcome. We'll get started shortly, guys. Hey, Michael. Welcome, Michael. Welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. This evening is trading in the zone, so mindset, trend following, so staying with the trend, right? Capturing those rotations and trading systems, all right? Using our trading systems to manage those trades, all right? So we'll get started shortly. Trading in the zone, trend following, and trading system. All right, we'll get started shortly, guys. Trading in the zone, trend following, and trading systems. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill. Welcome. All right, guys, let's go and get started.
Hey, David.
Hello. Hey, Gerald. Welcome. Hey, Kawisi. Welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen. As you guys know, again, this is trading in the zone, trend following, and trading systems. Let me share my screen here. Mary, I got your message here. Absolutely. We can move that time. Just send me a message or we'll just contact each other offline. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay. So this is trading in the zone. So mindset, we want to incorporate trading in the zone as we look at the markets this evening. All right. We want to use our trading systems. So as we go through this, we want to use our trading systems to identify trends. All right. So trend following, trading in the zone mindset, and then our trading systems. All right. So if we look at the markets right now, right? What's the trend right now? What's trending right now? What's trending right now? So if we look at all the markets, right? Which markets are trending right now? Hey Gerald, welcome. Hey Charity, welcome. All right, anyone? What's trending right now? And as we go through this, guys, and we've been doing this for a while now, we should know, right? We should know what's rotating, what's trending, right? We had a class last night with the beginning traders, and I did something a bit different than what I normally do. So rather than just focusing on support and resistance or the 4 market phases, we talked about money flow, or money flows from one market to the next. All right. So I think as new traders coming in, we're going to start doing that, right? Focus on the big picture. A lot of times we focus on one particular market, our favorite market, and we miss opportunities in other markets, right? Because we're just focused on one market or one sector or one stock or currency pair and so forth. All right, so I'm going to challenge everyone to kind of think more broadly. All right. And again, trend following, that's what we're going to discuss this evening. So we should always know what's trending. All right. And I send out a message today on TILAC. I hope you guys got that message. That's pretty cool. Right. You know, that's really, and I would like to see a lot more of our traders do that. It comes in time. Everyone, you know, don't rush things, right? But it's really cool when we see our traders break out. And we have a lot of traders that have broken out, right? To do $18,000 in one trade. And I think that was in probably 2 days, right? 2 days, got in yesterday and today. And yes, you know, trading a more capital, right? But you guys can do that too, right? Once you figure out what you're doing, right? But TILAC would not have been able to catch that trade if he was not looking at what was trending and what was moving. Okay, so that's what we really want to focus on. What's trending, what's moving, and then get on it. We talked about last night that, you know, we'll get very, very lucky. Hey, Stella, welcome. We'll get lucky if we're in the right trend, right? If we're following the trend, we're right in the right trend. We can get very, very lucky. If we're not in the right, if we're in an instrument or market that's consolidating, doesn't matter how good we are, right? We're not going to get very lucky. All right. So part of our job is finding where the institutions are moving capital next, or where they're moving capital currently. And we want to go with that. Okay. Hey, Tracy, welcome, Tracy. Welcome.
Hi, David.
Hello. All right. So what's trending right now? When we focus on trend following, right? And we're going to use our systems, okay, to kind of analyze things. All right. So anyone, what's trending right now? Where's the money flowing? Where's capital flowing right now?
Yen pairs, dollar pairs.
Yen pairs, very good, Bill. Yen pairs, dollar pairs, right? Yen pairs and dollar pairs. All right. So that's where all our energy should be right now. All right. So, you know, I'm gonna ask you guys, who here read Tylak's, and Tylak isn't here this evening. But who here, and do you guys want to make any comment? Because I want to go over what he did. All right. With every, Stella has done some really good things. Bill has done some great things. Charity, Gerald is really coming along. All right. Ray has been with us for, gosh, I don't know, 5 years, a long time. And he's really worked some things out. But we want to learn from what our other traders are doing, especially when we start having breakouts, right? Really breakthrough in their trading. Did you guys get anything from that? Did you guys get anything from Tylak's success?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was only in a 2-day stretch. I'd love it if you reviewed it with us.
Yeah, 2 days. Yeah, yeah, when he comes on, whenever he comes on, we'll have him go through that. All right.
I noticed that it was an Aussie pair, and we don't usually do those because there's not too many to really show us a good trend.
Well, that's true if the Aussie here, right? But he's in the Aussie yen, right? So the Aussie yen. So he's in the yen pair. Yeah. So he's in the yen pair. All right. But that's a good observation. The Aussie pairs, but he's in the Aussie yen. Yeah, this is this trade right here. Anything else? Any other observations? Or anything at all?
Well, let's just go this route. Basically, watching the charts and following what you say and with your messages coming out, it was pretty clear that it was either the US dollar or the yen we're going to run. And just the yen seems to me like the yen pretty much took over the situation and took off the last 2 or 3 days.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ray. Very good. All right. Anything else? What did you guys get from those of you who saw the message and read through it? What else did you guys get? Anything? Did you guys get anything?
He was pretty patient for a long time, and then he just kind of suddenly knew that it was his time to really start getting serious about it and more aggressive.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So when Tylak, he got the Trade Warrior system. All right. And it's an expensive system. It's 15 grand for that system. All right. And we have very few Trade Warrior traders. All right. So when he came to me about that system, I was surprised, right? Because it's 15 grand, right? 15 grand is still 15 grand, right? And I thought I didn't think he was ready, right? Not only to put down, when we trade, right? When we trade, I like to think that, hey, we are going to kind of recoup our investment, right? And 15,000, that's a big investment to try to recoup right away with your trade. It might take, different from everyone. So I wasn't excited about him doing that. And you guys know how I try to be as conservative as possible, right? But he pushed along. And we went ahead with it. And so with that system, there's I think 10, I think we added a few more systems, so 10, 11 systems. There's coaching and everything with it. So we did the installation. It's not an easy installation, it's a complicated installation. So as a matter of fact, we were having some issues with it, and I had a class, and I had to send my son over. He's in IT, and to help with that process. So it's not an easy process. And for a while, and I'll get to I'll get to the point. But for a while, I didn't hear anything about it for months. And you guys know how I feel when I don't hear from traders. I get worried, right? But I'm starting to understand that that's a good thing. And so Tyler has been added. He's been added, right? But no, I realized why he wanted everything. He wanted to see what I see. All right. And he wanted to see everything. And he didn't quite, I don't think he quite understood, right? When he wanted to do it, right? But he wanted to get that information. He wanted to understand where the markets, right, moved. Now he has the same setup, same monitor, everything that I have here is what he has. Okay. So I'm able to see everything, right? I'm able to see what's moving in real time, right? At a glance, I can see everything. I have all the heat seekers. I have, all the systems, everything. All right. Okay. So I'm not saying that's where his success came from, but his mindset, right? His mindset. And that's what we're going to talk about this evening, right? Right. The mindset, trend following, and then using the systems. And I think that's a good example, right? So, and Charity mentioned that, right? He was ready. So he had the right mindset, right? And I don't think he fully had all the information, because all the systems are very, very different. The markets are different. He even has the futures, right? I don't think he's done anything yet with futures, right? So I don't think he understands really what he has and the benefit of what he has, but he has it in place. So he was ready, right? Being able to follow all the different markets, right? And follow the flow of the different markets is a major advantage. And I'm not saying go out, you don't need a trade warrior system to do that, right? Just pay attention to what's happening, right? Ray just mentioned it, right? We talked about the dollar, right? We've been talking about the yen pairs, right? When you guys hear that stuff, right? And I'm not saying it's going to be 100%, right? They're going to be times when we get in rotations, get into things, and then they don't totally work out. But at least you'll be in the right space. And that's the goal, being in the right space, right? So as we go through this, I just want you guys to think about that, all right? You don't know when one trade, right? So this is the trade here. This is Tylak's trade, right? This is not a big move. This is not a very big move, but guess what? When you put a decent amount of capital, and that's where you guys want to get to, you want to get, and when Tylak gets on, you guys should, question him, right? Talk to him about that. Find out, right? How, just like when, all of our other traders come on, right? And they don't come on very often, but when they do, talk to them. All right. Some of you have asked for their phone numbers to get with them. All right. And I'm always happy to share that information. Our traders are very open. Okay. And then at some point, you guys will get, you guys are really coming up, and you guys will become, will be mentoring other traders. Okay. New traders. So it's great to see. It's great to see. But let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. Trends, right? We know that the trends are right here, the yen pairs and the dollar pairs. That's what's moving right now. All right. And I remember Tylak had mentioned the Aussie. I wish he was on here. He mentioned.
David, you're not sharing.
Oh, I'm not sharing it? Hold on. Oh, sorry. All right. All right. How about now? Gerald, you can see it? You guys can?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. So I remember today is what? Today is on Sunday we did the Forex class, right? And I believe he talked about going short with the Aussie pairs. And Jared, I think that this is what you're referring to, right? And so he was looking to go short here with the Aussie, Aussie New Zealand. And I said, no, if you want to go short, because we were looking at going long the dollar, right? You could go short the Aussie dollar. All right. And guess what? His trade ended up being the Aussie yen. Okay. I don't know if he took that trade with the Aussie dollar or Aussie New Zealand. I don't know what happened, but I guess what? We know he's in this trade. We know that he's in this trade. Okay. So whatever we're thinking about doing, right? Whatever we want to do, right? We can't do what we want to do. We have to follow the trend. All right. We have to follow the trend. And it has been a difficult, Forex has been difficult. Right. But you guys notice how quickly things moved, right? Right. Things started moving quickly, right? Quickly. All right. So we've got a move in the yen pairs, a pretty decent move. All right. Pretty decent move. SGD JPY is the top trending pair right now. Right. Top trending pair. Dollar yen on Sunday, we had looked at the dollar yen in Forex Dominator. Look at that on the weekly time frame. Look at that. All right. We're going to catch these moves, some of these big moves here, right? We're going to catch some of these big moves here in Forex Dominator at some point. All right. The next rotation. All right. HKD JPY is another big move. All right. Now, some of these have really moved up. All right. All right. So the top, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pairs, guys. All right. I think that's all the yen pairs. Just about every single yen pairs is in the top 11 spots. All right. Top 11 spots. So I'm going to ask, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but I'm going to ask some of the new people that were in the beginners class last night. So Mary, you were in the beginners class last night. Michael, you were in the beginners class last night. Gerald, you were in the beginners class last night. All right. So any one of you guys, I want you guys to answer right? Because we talked about this last night. We talked about this, right? About following the trends, following where the money is going. All right. What else did you guys pick up from last night's class? The new traders, Mary, Michael, and Gerald. What else?
We're not we're not gonna always get the all of the trade. We're gonna go in and then we're gonna get the most out of the trade we can get.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. And what else? Michael, how about you, Michael? No, focused on the trend where we talked about. So look here, look here, look here, look here. So we're not trading stocks, right? We know that stocks are moving lower. We're not trading cryptos. We know that Bitcoin is moving lower. All right. We know that the top trending pairs right now here are the yen pairs. Do you guys think that's important to know, Michael, Mary? Is that important to know?
Yes, that's where the money is right now.
That's where the money is, right? That's what we talked about.
Correct. Money flow.
Money flow, right? What would happen if we were, so here, right? We have 11 pairs, 11 pairs that are the top performing pairs. What if we were in a pair down here? Or one of the pairs down here? And I know it's obvious, but we do this all the time, right? Right? Mary, what would happen if we were in this pair and not one of the yen pairs, Mary?
We would need to move into one of the other ones.
Yeah, we would have to move, right? We might not totally get out, right? We might trim positions if it has a sell signal. In this case, we would get out and then we would redirect that capital as quickly as possible over here. Because that's what Tylac did, right? Because when we spoke, on Sunday's class, he was looking right here. And we send out that text, hey, the yen pairs, and the yen pairs weren't really breaking out at that time. You guys remember, right? They weren't breaking out on Sunday. I think it was when Tuesday, what's today? Today is what, Wednesday? Monday, I think Monday, right? And so we have to switch hats. We talk about this all the time, right? Right? Switch hats quickly. All right. That's trend following. Because guess what? If we miss this run, we've got to wait for the next run. And even with the Aussie yen, right? And that's not a great trade. It's not a great trade. It's high up here. Look at this. But guess what? Right? It's high. This is not a very good chart, right? There are better charts with better movements, right? Look at this one, started all the way down here, right? Look at this one here, started all the way down here. All right. So he caught Aussie yen, which is the 11th pair. It's the late one, but we talk about this all the time. You don't have to be perfect as long as we follow what's moving, right? And you can find a lagger, right? You can find one that's lagging and do really, really well. All right. But it helps to be in the right space, right? It helps to be in this group here. All right. Now we've been trading the dollar, right? We've been trading the dollar. And so let's see here. Here's the dollar. There is the dollar index right here. And we did break resistance. It's holding right here. All right. It's holding right here. And let's take a look at some of the dollar pairs, right? And the dollar pairs, some of the dollar pairs are failing, right? Oh, they're struggling a bit. All right. All right. All right. And some have given signals, sell signals, and so forth. All right. So don't get tied. You still manage this, right? Close it out, manage it, and then get on what's trending, get on what's moving. All right. Make sense? Makes sense. Who is in what pairs? What pairs are you guys in? What pairs? In Forex, Monster Scalper, what pairs are you guys in? Ray, go ahead. What pairs are you in?
SGD and USD. I was in USD from the buy signal on the 240,
Which
and I just
which pair?
USD JPY.
Oh, dollar yen. Okay. Dollar yen. You still in it?
Yeah.
Do you remember where you got in?
I got in and then I got out around the consolidation, the white bars.
Right
But
here?
then, yeah, then I jumped back in.
Okay.
So I've been in it for a while.
Okay, very good. You still in it?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good.
And you know, the retracement was kind of harsh today, but you know, sometimes you just gotta live with that.
This right here?
Oh yeah.
That little
It-
pullback? Yeah.
It was a good pullback today. And
Yeah.
then SGD, I just got in that one yesterday, I believe, yesterday morning.
Okay.
Because I actually saw it take over the first position because I was actually following the US pairs
Mm-hmm.
and then noticed that JPY was taking over. So
All right.
like you said, I managed them. I jumped out of my US pairs and jumped into the JPYs. So I got lucky. I was able to also make a good dollar the last 2 days. And I'm not unhappy.
Okay.
So
What time frame are you trading SGD on? What time frame?
SGD, I'm on the 30.
Okay, 30. Okay. Yeah.
But I watch both. I watch the 240 and I watch the 30 all the time.
Okay. All right. And that's it for you? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of, you know, I try to concentrate on one or two at a time because back in the days I was doing so many pairs.
I remember.
I would lose on the left hand and win on the right hand, and then at the end of the day I was even or negative. So I decided to switch up my strategy, and it seems to be working. And I'm trying to learn as much as possible, give more time to the systems.
Mm-hmm. And Ray, you've been with us for a while. You just recently start coming to the Zoom training. You have how many systems you have? Four? You have four? You have Stock Boss, Bullmaster, Monster Scalper, and
No, that's it. I have three.
three.
I'm probably gonna get a couple of more, but I decided to try to concentrate and learn. Actually, when I first got in, I lost a lot of money because of my not believing in the system. So I would see a retracement, I would take my money out, and then it would go up. You know what I mean? You know the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And only thing I can tell the new guys is believe in the system. If you start second guessing the system, that's when you'll probably go negative.
Yeah. And Ray's been with us for a while, putting things together. And Charity mentioned, you know, that Tylac got serious, right? And Ray got serious. Ray, you just got serious a few months ago, right?
Yeah, actually, I believe I was in the class in Winter Park when Tylac first came the first day. I remember him. He sat right next to me in the back of the room. So
yeah. And so Ray's coming along. Yeah, at some point, and you guys, we were talking about, I think it's Michael and I, we were doing a one-on-one coaching, and we were talking about Ricky. And I asked him what was the one thing he really got from Ricky. And, he went back and forth. And then he figured out that, that Ricky, that was it. Ricky said he's not going to get a job, right? He's burned the ship, right? There's no going back. And that was it, right? So he really made up his mind that this is it. He's going to do this. Hey, Zaire, welcome. And I think that's what Ty did in his mind. He said, okay, I'm and his commitment, right, was buying those systems. It takes a lot to put that amount of capital, right, investment in systems. And you guys have done that, right? Most of you have trading systems with us. But to do a trade warrior, that was his commitment, right? And every one of us, have made different commitments, right? Just coming here in the evenings, right? Going through this, it's not easy. There's lots of things you guys could be doing, right? Rather than just being here. So you're making the commitment in time, resources, and everything, right? I would love to see every one of you guys, right, get through that point. I'm sure, yeah, 18,000, and he sent me some past results too, that was even higher than that. Okay, but it's not just the money, right? It's the confidence, right? The knowing that you've gone through something that's been very difficult, and then you're having success, right? Still got to go to work every day, still, and do it, right? So, but changing that hat, right? A mindset, changing, switching, right? Quickly, right? Quickly, when you see it, we got to jump on it, right? Even with here, what Ray did right here, he got in yesterday, right? It's moving right here. And guess what? He got on, I wouldn't trade it on the 240, but boy, you can get on the 30-minute and take this trade here. Guess what? Right? That's thinking a bit outside of the box. You're still catching this move here, but you're catching it on a 30-minute time frame. All right. Some of this, you guys are going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to do some stuff on your own. And I think that's why, a lot of our traders, our really good traders, they'll go kind of behind the scenes for a while, right? And, we don't hear from them a lot because they're putting things together. Okay. Not that I want you guys here. I want you guys coming here, but behind the scenes is where the work is being done. All right. And I see a lot of you guys doing a lot of that work. It's going to pay off. Yeah. It will pay off. And it might not be in $18,000, but in just your knowledge. I mean, I look at some of you guys, and the growth, right? The growth that you guys have made is just tremendous, right? But I got a message from Stella, and Stella, I hope you don't mind. Stella's like, hey, I want to be there in 2 years also. And that's the mentality we want to have, right? We want to push, right? Push so that we get there. All right. And we can all do it with, different time frames, right? We all have different different time frames, different knowledge base, different obligations, right? Obligations and everything. Okay. But I love stories like that. This is why I do this, right? This is why I do this, right? I love when you guys, when you have success. I like when Bill will send me some stuff. Stella, right? Charity send me some stuff to look at today, right? Gerald, I did some stuff with Gerald today. I work with all of you guys every day, right? This is why I do this. All right. Yeah. I want you guys to win at this. Right? I want you guys to win. You're not going to win every day. It's going to be hard, but eventually you will. All right. So follow the trends, use the systems. Mary had a question last night about here, right? You had a question, and it might seem like a simple question, but boy, is it an important question, right? And she wanted to know this line, what this line is here, right, Mary?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mary wanted to know what this line was, and I totally forgot. We were talking about money flow and all of that, and I forgot, right, to talk about this. So we're gonna end. I'm gonna talk about this, and we're gonna finish up. But this is so important, and I love our new students because some of the most basic questions are so critical. All right. So Mary, this line here is a moving average. We call this a moving average line right here. This green line here is a moving average. All right. And then this red line here is also a moving average. And the cool thing about this, and we're talking about the systems, right? Right. The moving average here, right? This green line separates the buyers from the sellers. And for everyone, guys, pay attention to this, right? This green line here separates the buyers, right, from the sellers. This red line here separates the buyers and the sellers. So very, very simple, but important, right? If the candles here, your price action, right? Candles, if they're green and they're above, right, above the green line here, just like it is right here. You see this right here? We should be buying. That's the markup phase. Okay, so green moving average. Think of the moving average like a road, right? Like a road, right? And we staying along that road, right? We staying along that road. All right. Green moving average, green candles, we should be buying, only buying, and we're gonna stay in, right? As long as that green candle is above the moving average, green moving average. If it switches, right? And now we have red candles, and the red candles are below, red candles here, that's our price, and it's below the moving average, the red moving average, we should be selling, we should be out. This is going to be the markdown phase. Can we do this without the moving averages? Yes, but it's not as clear. All right, it's not as clear. That makes sense, Mary?
Yes, yes, it does.
Okay, so green moving average here, green moving average here. What should we be doing if the price is above the green moving average? And green. Mary?
be selling.
We
Should be buying, going long.
Oops, I'm sorry, should be buying.
You should be buying, right? Going long, right? We should be buying, going long, yeah. And if it's red and it's below the red moving average, we should be doing what?
Selling.
You should be selling, yes. We should be selling, we should be out. All right? Or go short, right? We won't get into that yet. Okay, so Mary, I'm gonna pick on you right now. This is how we learn. All right, so here, right? And Charity, you had a trade similar to this today. You had to close, right? So here, Mary. What should we be doing here? Right here.
I guess we wait. It's the red is above the red line moving average.
And Mary doesn't know anything about this. This is the first time we're going over the trading systems. But if it's just, see here, this red candle here, now there's some other things we have to take into consideration, right? But this red candle here, right, red candle, right, below this red moving average here, just looking at that visually, if green candles is above if green candles above the green line, we should be buying red candles, right? So we get red candles, and now it's below, right? That red moving average, we should be what, Mary?
We should be selling. It's just that candle seems to stretch between the two lines.
Yeah, but just look at the color. That's why we do the colors now, right? So red candle, and it's right here touching that red moving average. We should be what?
Selling.
Selling, right? Selling. Very good. So notice that green moving average, green candles buying, right? Red moving average when the price is below the red moving average, we should be selling. This is the markdown phase, markup phase. All right. Very good. All right. And I'm glad, Mary, you asked this question, because it is simple, but it's so important. It is so important. And just following this very simple process, right, will help us stay in the trend, right? In the trend as long as possible. So we'll get in here, even without a buy signal, just following this process, even without the systems giving us buy and sell signals. Guys, if we just did this, if we just followed the candles, guess what? We could get in here and get out here. Just the candles alone, just the moving averages. And this will keep us in the trade as long as possible, right? But a lot of times, like Ray mentioned, right? Ray mentioned his pullback. So let's take a look at Ray's pullback. All right. And then we'll be done. So which one was he in? Ray's pullback. I think, what was it? USD, right? So here was his pullback, and he was concerned, right? He was concerned about this pullback. Now he's probably trading on a 30-minute time frame. No, you got in here. So there's nothing to worry about. That's the idea, Mary. Green candles, right? He got in around in here. So green candles, right? There's nothing to worry about. We do not worry until we have red candles and we are breaking that red moving average, which is basically a support area. Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. I'm done. I'm done. Think about Tilak's, what Tilak is doing. And it's not about the money that he made, which is a lot of money. So it's just know that it's available, right? It's available. It's there. The commitment that he made. I look at the trade warrior, and I was concerned about him doing that because I wasn't sure that he had the commitment was there. All right. So the thing when you guys as you move forward, think about the commitment. Are you giving it your all? And in that commitment might be different ways. For Tilak, it was that. For him, it was that, and we can tell because of what he's doing, right? What the way he's moving, right? He's moving and he's doing things, right? So pay attention to your commitment. Okay, are you guys giving it your all? Right? Are you coming to the classes, right? Are you going through you guys should have your books, your trading in the zone, your trend following books, right? You should have that. Are you going through it? You know, are we going through it on a regular basis? Right? Are we paying attention to these markets? Right? Are we watching our trades? Stella, she knows exactly what percentage, right? She knows, she can give you the percentage, right? Not only of her trades, but of her portfolio, everything together. All right. So really start just, and everyone is different. And I know we have different set of commitments, right? But start, if you're giving it your all, right? Give some more. Give some more, right? Give some more. It's worth it. It's worth it. And all you guys deserve it, right? All you guys deserve it, all right? And if it's just understanding, I love, Michael just started coaching with us. Mary just started coaching with us. We've gone through one session and they have no idea what's coming. They have no idea what's coming, and they're going to have some aha moments, right? They're going to have some aha moments, just like Bill did, right? Charity, Stella, Zaire, Ray's been with us, Gerald. All right. So guys, just think there where you guys were a few months ago, right? Yeah. And then the hope is that one day you guys give back. I love doing this. I'll do this for free. I really would. I've been doing this for a long time. Not this, but I've been in trading for a long time, right? I've been doing Monster and training, traders for over 12 years now, and I don't get bored. And Ray is starting to work with traders, right? Bringing them in, right? And he gets so excited when he brings in, he'll call me up and say, hey, just about every week, he's got a new person, right, that he wants me to work with. All right. And so that's passing it on, that's sharing that information, sharing that knowledge. And the good thing about trading is that we're all in this, we're all in this together, right? So you guys don't know the knowledge that you're gaining, right? the information that you gain, the skills that you're gaining, you guys don't know who you're going to impact down the road, right? I never thought I would be doing this. I thought I would be a trader forever, just a trader, right? But this information that you guys are getting is really good information, right? You guys know, and I know we don't talk about, you know more with the information you guys have now than 99.9% of the people out there. And that's the truth. All right. So just dig deep. I'm gonna just, I know it's hard. It's not easy. You guys heard Peter. You've heard Brian, you've heard Ricky, and they all had to dig deep, right? They've all had to dig real deep. And Peter doesn't come on as much. He's doing his own thing. But guess what? At the Red Carpet Monday event, Peter was right there. And guess who was also right there? Tylac. And they were talking. I don't know what they were talking about, but I'm sure Tylac was picking his brain, Peter's brain. All right. And we don't know when one piece of information can make a big difference. Okay. One piece of information. I talk about this trend following, that book, guys. That was the book that changed everything for me. That one book, Trend Following, changed everything. All right. So keep digging deep. You guys are doing great. Just keep at it. All right. But use what Tylac did. That's a current situation. You guys saw his trade, right? You saw his chart, right? That's real. Use that as inspiration. All right. Use that as inspiration. And Michael and I were talking again, right? Yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. And we talked about this is a lifetime. Once you get in this, it's for life. It's for life. So you make that commitment and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. All right. All right, guys. All right. Take care. Have a great evening. And I'll see you guys for tomorrow's class. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.